Hi YouTube, and this is JTrain997, and I'm back this time with my review of the Marvel Select Loki figure. And as you can see here, Loki looks awesome in packaging. He comes with his staff, and the second part of the base that forms Heimdall's little portal to open the Bifrost, and it's Heimdall's sword and its little sheath. A very nice looking figure here in the packaging. Over here you've got a big picture of Loki on the side. On the back of the box here, you can see him when the base is all said and done, and there's a picture of Thor down here. And his read-up says, Loki, the son of Odin and brother of Thor, stands at the center of the dire events unfolding in both the shining halls of Asgard and on Midgard. But what is his role in these tumultuous events? Is he the loving son and loyal brother that he seems to be, or is there something far more sinister lurking below the surface? Could Loki be the mastermind behind a conspiracy leading to an all-out war and the destruction of two worlds? I'm really glad to see that they actually put Loki's helmet on him, because despite the fact Marvel Select loves to issue us figures where the alternate is just a different face sculpt or a different character wearing a helmet, they didn't give us one with Thor wearing the helmet, but they put Loki's on, so I'm really glad to see that. And that being said, let's open this bad boy up. And here we have Loki all put together. Now, of course, his main part of the base was the center part and the sword. This centerpiece came with the Thor figure, and you pop it apart at the bottom, put the sword in, slide it back together. The sword is, of course, removable from the sheath even when it's locked in. This is Heimdall's sword, and a lot of very nice detail went into this. Almost makes me wish we got a Heimdall figure. He was awesome in the movie. But it's kind of difficult for Loki to hold it. His hand is much better fitted for the staff, even though that doesn't stay all that well. So you can pull the staff out, actually. Let's get Loki back here. A very massive staff with a lot of nice little etchings in it. Even down the handle. So I'm really digging the staff. Especially Loki as well. As you can see there. I'm really digging how they did the helmet. And despite the horns being a softer rubber or plastic, they didn't come out warped, which is very nice. They did a really great job on his armor and his cape, just like with Thor. Despite it being a thicker plastic to hold its shape, it doesn't really hinder anything except for a little bit of the arm articulation. And speaking of articulation, I was expecting about the same as we got with Thor, and Loki has a lot more than Thor. At least, it seems to. His arms are on a ball joint, would do a full 360 if not for the cape. Bends and spins at the elbows, and spins at the wrist. The head does a full 360 as well as some up and down. He has a main abdominal joint, which does some left and right and incredibly slight up and down. His legs are a little bit loose from how they put all this articulation in, but he still stands just fine. But his legs are on a ball joint, spin, double jointed at the knee, and have an ankle. Well, is that an ankle joint? Yeah, it looks like he does have an ankle joint, but it's incredibly hindered by the way his pants come down. So, let's actually get a better comparison in here. We'll bring Thor in. Get Loki holding his staff. And here we go. Yes, the Loki-Thor set is really nice. I like how each one came with a part of a bigger base. I'm surprised that Loki got more articulation than Thor. They're both great figures, though I definitely recommend picking up both of them. They're running you about 20 bucks at your local comic shop, maybe a little bit more offline. I'm glad they put Loki in his helmet. I wish there had been a variant of Thor with his helmet on, because Marvel Select loves to do those variants like, oh, look, this one has a helmet, this one doesn't. Pay an extra 20 bucks, and usually I'm like, what a rip. I would have done it for Thor. I would have bought both. But either way, this is JTrain997. I do highly recommend picking up both of these guys, and I'll see you soon, YouTube.